In this video, I'm gonna go ahead and do a marketing no-no and unveil one of my winning Facebook ads that's currently making me $300 per day.
Yeah.
Weezy out of
What's going on, Will? It's Eric Ellis Jr. here, and we are updating you guys on the campaign case study. So let's step behind the laptop. Boom. Now, if you look here, I've been running ads consistently for a while on this specific campaign at about $50 per day. I scaled it up. So far, we've gotten 1,405 leads. Total impressions is 49,000 impressions. And the amount of people out of those impressions that we've reached is 25,323 people. Now, the amount spent is $1,671.43. The website leads, as stated before, was 140, and the cost per lead was $1.19, which is pretty damn good. Purchases irrelevant. CPC 39 is the average, right? So that's the current campaign we have going, and the unique click-through rate is actually on average 15.45%. However, right now I'm running a new campaign, a lookalike audience campaign. I'm literally going to go ahead and break down what I changed and how I'm getting much cheaper leads, right? So first and foremost, I want to show you guys the website conversions are currently, or this was a website conversions ad. I created another website conversion ad, and this was created January 3rd. This one was created November 23rd. So this one is a new campaign. Currently it's the, what are we? Today's date. Today's date is January 8th, 2019. So this campaign was created 5 days ago. But let's basically take a look inside this campaign, right? So what we changed was we actually created, we use this, all right, let me break this down a little bit, right? So let me go to the initial campaign, right? We're gonna go to ad sets. So if you guys notice here, there was actually like 20 ad sets, but we took a lot of them down because we were split testing optimizing. Remember, it took us a while to get to this point. Let's look at some of these other campaigns. $3.83 per lead, $3.32 per lead, $1.06 per lead. That was when we first started. We split tested the headlines, we split tested the audiences, and then eventually we got to the point where, okay, we found a good audience, we found a good ad, right? And this was the results, $1.22 per lead. Now, there's two options that we could have had. A lot of people, they're like, okay, cool, we have a winning ad, we have a winning audience, right? Let me just scale it up. Oh, cool, I'm at $1.22 per lead. Let me just leave it going, right? Some people would stop just there. However, guys, the name of the game when it comes to marketing is to continue to optimize your ads, right? So just to show you guys the ad set, right? I'll literally open up the ad set for you guys. So this is something that anybody can do, right? And this is for any niche. But in this specific ad set, I had affiliate marketing, right? So affiliate marketing, the type of conversions, we had lead, we scaled it up to $50 per day. And then United States, 25 to 65-year-old men, interest, affiliate marketing. And then edit placements, news feeds only. And then only when connected to Wi-Fi. Bid cap is $2, meaning I don't want to spend more than $2 per lead. Then what we did was, right, so the actual ad, I'm sure I don't give a shit. I'll show you guys my ad because you guys can't duplicate it. But let's view the charts. So the results on this specific ad right here was 1,282 leads. Cost per result, $1.22. And amount spent, $1,570.27 on the specific ads. So guys, my cost per lead is $1.22. I mean, that's really good. And if you look here, I have 154 shares, I have 80 comments, and I have 739 likes, right? Now, the first thing that I did, right, I have a winning ad that already has engagement, right? So if we look at the engagement, 739 likes, 80 comments, 154 shares. So what I decided to do next was, okay, I already have a performing ad. Let me go ahead and start split testing different audiences now, right? So remember, I was already split testing based off of interest-based audiences. What does that mean? Affiliate marketing, make money online, online marketing, Russell Brunson, all these different interest-based audiences that anybody can do starting off, right? If you're doing weight loss, you can do interest-based targeting based off of like how to lose weight, fitness, or interest-based targeting, right? Now, you're going to, because this is like, you have really not too much data on your pixel. If you notice here, I had 20 different ad sets for this specific initial campaign. But I finally found a winning ad. I scaled it up. Now, the fact that I have 1,200 leads, right, means a couple of things, right? I can create an audience. I can create a lookalike audience based off of that data. Now, if I'm trying to acquire leads so that way I can do email marketing and follow up with these people, if I have 1,902 leads, that gives me enough leverage to actually create a lookalike audience, right, for that lead pixel. However, there's additional things that I can create lookalike audiences off of, right? So I'll give you guys a couple of things, right? Number one, and another thing is, another tip is my pixel is starting to season, right? The more ads you get through your funnel, the more pixel fires you have, the more your pixel is going to be seasoned, and the more you're going to be able to use Facebook AI, which is basically their algorithm and the artificial intelligence, meaning it's smarter than us, so let's leverage them. However, so with that being said, what are some of the things that I can create lookalike audiences with, right? Let's get creative now. I have a winning ad. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and leverage this specific post. So I already have a winning ad. Now I'm going to go ahead and scale this ad, but I'm going to split test to see which audiences are the best. And I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. However, first and foremost, let's go ahead and look at the different type of audiences I can create, right? So based off of this ad right here, one type of custom audience I can create is leads, right? So out of these leads, I can create a custom audience based off of these leads. So 1,292. Next we have is reach, right? So reach over here, no, not reach. So we're going to do leads. So basically what I'm going to do is create a lookalike audience of people who fired the lead pixel, right? So I'm going to go ahead and find people in the US who are like the people who fired this lead pixel, right? Another type of lookalike audience I can create is people who clicked my page, right? So that's another type of lookalike audience that I could have created. Another one is these 10-second video views. So these 10-second video views, I have 15,000 people who have done a 10-second video view. So I can literally create, instead of 3 seconds, right, I can actually find people, okay, they watched a little bit longer. They were a little bit interested in what I was promoting, right? Even better would be people who watch more seconds, but I can create an audience, a custom audience of 1 to 2 million people, of people who are like these people who watch 10 seconds of my video, right? And as far as custom audiences, I'm not gonna go over that in this specific video. I'm pretty sure already a video on creating custom audiences that you can grab access to. However, I'm just showing you guys the type of custom audiences that you can create, right? And then also people who engaged with my content. So an example with engaging with my content, let's go to my ads. So we'll go to view charts. So if you notice here, I have 740 likes, 80 comments, 154 shares. I can create a lookalike audience of people, 740 people who like this, right? So the people who actually engage with this ad, I can create a lookalike audience of people like these people who engage with my ad. For the people who are on my email list, so I have an email list just to show you guys, Aweber. So I'm getting about 132 leads per day, and that's from Facebook ads, right? So this 14,000 people, my 14,000 subscribers, what I can do is I can go ahead and actually create export this list, and I can import it onto Facebook, create a custom audience around the people who actually are leads around this customer list, and then I can create a lookalike audience. So basically what it comes down to is I just gave you a variety of options of creating custom audiences. Then once you create these custom audiences, then you can create a lookalike audience to basically say, okay, look, out of these, let me show you one more example. I've already showed you this, but just to kind of like make a little bit more sense, the next step, right? So if we look over here, I'm going to create a custom audience around 10-second video views. So my custom audience size is going to be 15,000 people. Now out of that 15,000 people, out of that data that Facebook has acquired, then I'm going to create a lookalike audience around that specific custom audience. So it's going to find 1 to 2 million people who are like this specific custom audience, right? Now the way you're going to do that is you're simply going to go to audiences, just to show you some of my audiences, saved audiences. So here's some of my saved audiences, right? Some of the ones that we created. However, or excuse me, wrong list. BIMS Media. So audiences. So here's an example, guys. Here's the custom audience, post engaged, and I have 7,000 people. And what I did is I created a lookalike audience. Page view audience. So they viewed my page, right? There's a custom audience. Leads. So these are people who actually fired the leads pixel. I created a custom audience. And this is basically off of the sample data, right? Then we have the MMO buyers list. So this is my email list that I uploaded, right? So this is actually people who made a purchase, right? So I created a custom audience. Then we have my actual Make Money Online email list. So this is my whole entire list. I created a custom audience. And then after I created these custom audiences, if you look down below, I created these lookalike audiences. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go to Ads Manager. Now, let's look at the new campaign. So the first ad set, ad number 1, right? If we go to edit, it's a lookalike audience, and the lookalike audience is people who are like my email list, right? So I created a lookalike audience of people who are like my email list, right? So I uploaded my email list, and this one's currently same ad, guys. I'm going to show you guys in a second how I did the same ad, but I want to break down audiences first. So this one is currently, this specific audience of people who are like my email list is getting me 52 cents per lead, right? They're charging me 52 cents per lead. If I was to go to the actual ad, it's the same exact ad. I'm going to go to view charts. If you notice, guys, 741 likes, 81 comments, 154 shares. Now, how did I do that, right? If we go to edit the ad, right, all I did was I used an existing post, right? So I used my existing post. So what happened was, if I go to page post, so basically what you would do next is right here. I can't find exactly where the post is right now, but you would find the specific post, and then what you would, page post. Go to the next page. Go to the next page. So guys, this was the initial ad, right? So this is the page post that I'm gonna use. This is the winning ad. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab this little post ID right here. And then once I go ahead and get this post ID, 31,000 reach and 53,000 engagement, 5,300 engagement, then I'm simply gonna go back to my ads manager. And once I create the lookalike audience, right? Then when I go to creating my ad, I don't even have to create the ad anymore. I'm just gonna use my existing post of that initial winning ad from the first initial campaign. So this is campaign number 2, but all we're changing, look, we're using the same exact winning ad, we're just changing the audiences. So we're gonna leverage that page post of that old ad, and we're gonna be still continuing to build the engagement of that initial page post. So let's go ahead and basically break down the ads, or excuse me, the additional audiences. So we're gonna go to this one, you press edit. This is a lookalike audience of my buyers list. If we go to this one, oh, so let's look at the stats for this one. So this one charged me 51 cents per lead. This one for my, let's see what this one is. Lookalike audience for people who viewed my ad for 10 seconds. So that initial page post, that initial ad, people who viewed it for 10 seconds, remember it was 15,000 people. We created a custom audience, and then we created a lookalike audience. And that lookalike audience is 48 cents per click, or per lead rather. Now we have over here, edit. This lookalike audience is post engagement. So these are people who engaged with my post within the last, these aren't people who engaged with my post. This is a lookalike audience of people who engaged with my post within the last 365 days. And the last but not least, we have lead audiences. So people who fired the lead pixel, right? The lead action on my, and that's the importance of setting up your pixel, right? We have a lookalike audience created of those 1,200 people who actually fired off that pixel. But actually it's within lead fires within the last 180 days, but regardless. So guys, 201 leads. If you notice, the other campaign is running at $1.20 per lead. This campaign is running at 50 cents per lead. Now if we look here, if we go to edit, I'm being charged, my daily budget's $5. My daily budget over here is $5. My daily budget over here is $5. My daily budget over here is $5. So $25 a day, a total of $100 spent, and 201 leads. Now let's do some math really quick. So $100, 0.56 divided by $1.20, I believe, per lead is what we're making in the other campaign. 83 leads. So guys, the difference between these two campaigns right now is with the same ad spend over the course of 4 days, I would have made 83 leads instead of 200 leads. So what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to go ahead and actually duplicate these ad sets. Duplicate these ad sets. But I'm actually going to go ahead and make the daily budget 10, or excuse me, yeah, 10, right? And then we're going to call this, instead of, by the way, so instead of ad set number, we're going to call it ad set number 6. Right? Save draft. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and duplicate number 2. Duplicate number 2. I'll show you guys what I'm doing in a second. Duplicate number 2. But we're going to make it 10. Right? And then we're going to go ahead and call it ad set number 7. And then we're going to duplicate number 3. Duplicate. Duplicate. Ad set number 8. We got to change the budget. And then we're going to duplicate number 4. Duplicate number 4. So number 5. Excuse me, number 9. Delete the copy. 10. And then ad set number 5, we're going to duplicate. Duplicate. We're going to make them number 10. And then we're going to make it $10. All right. So let me explain what I just did, right? So guys, this campaign, now, if you see this one's at 50 cents per lead, if this one's at 49 cents per lead, this one's at 48% per lead, this one's 51% per lead, this one's 52%. Now, if one of these were performing at, let's just say 90 cents, 80 cents, $1, because the other ones are outperforming it so much, what I would do is I would go ahead and actually cut these leads off. I would go ahead and cut it off if it was charging me too much. However, because they're all winners, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate them at $10 per click, or excuse me, $10 per ad set, which if I added 5 more, that's an ad spend of $50 per day. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But if you notice, guys, if I go to ad set 6, the one that I just duplicated, if you duplicate an ad set, it's literally going to go ahead and create the same ads, right? So the same ads that were in the other ad set, it's going to recreate those for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to campaigns, and I'm going to go ahead and actually shut off the one that I'm spending $50 per day, but being paid $1 per lead. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and review and publish. So what I did was I was just being charged $1.19 per lead. I just updated it to a campaign. So I just redirected that same $50 in ad spend to a campaign where I'm spending $50, or excuse, let me rephrase, right? So I'm currently spending $50 per day on a campaign that is generating $1.19 per lead. So because I created those new custom audiences that are performing much better, now I'm redirecting that same $50 ad spend in a campaign that's currently generating 50 cents per lead. Now, does that guarantee that these new ads are going to average at about 50 cents per lead? Not necessarily. However, that's the point of actually monitoring these campaigns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let these run for a couple of days, and I'm going to see what the difference is. Meaning, if I was currently making, being charged $1.20 per lead and making profit and spending $50 per day, imagine spending $50 per day on a campaign that's getting leads for anywhere from 40 cents to 60 cents. Imagine how much of an ROI increase and an ROI jump we're going to make simply by switching up the audiences, Once we switch up the audiences, we found a winner campaign, and then duplicating that, redirecting that spending to get much better results. So this is a little bit longer of a video, guys, but that's the name of the game, guys. Optimization, 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 and profit.